time is now for renewables. If I roll back 10 years and I was trying to shift the GE supertanker a little bit, it was really had to make a compelling story, that this is going to be a real business opportunity. And that's become self-evident today that it is. Wind is now the cheapest new electrons on the grid in the U.S. And so a lot of people compare it with old nuclear and 40-year-old AEP coal plants. That's not the right comparison. The right comparison is build a new coal plant. What's that going to cost you? New wind plant in Minnesota or Texas is the cheapest electrons. All right, so solar will be break even in about 2013 in the southwest U.S., where it'll be cheaper to build a integrated solar roof house than buy your electricity from PG&E. That's a fundamental world shift, just like wind went through about 4 or 5 years ago. The solar business has been growing 40% compound annual growth rates for the last 5 years, which is ridiculous. It's hard to even keep up with that, and it's going to accelerate once that break-even point gets hit. So we're starting to see utility scale solar. That was a business that we didn't even consider at GE until about 2 years ago. And all of a sudden, we used to have to talk 5 to 7 cents a kilowatt hour. Now 10, 12 cents a kilowatt hour is getting the attentions of the FP&Ls of the world and the like. So the world has shifted, and I really put it in the U.S. Post-Katrina. The fragility of our energy system is now self-evident to most leaders in the U.S., and you can see the action happening now. So it's really a stunning time to be in this business. If you look at the overall energy, I've run the numbers on Toronto, L.A., New York City, UK. UK can get 20% of its electricity need from its existing landfills. What they put in the landfill, that's how much energy, and it's mostly paper. New York City, 25%, so it's a huge renewable that you really can't, in a sustainable world, you can't afford to barge it to South Carolina and Virginia. That's a technology ready to be deployed. There's nothing dramatic about it. The other one is geothermal, a ubiquitous resource. You drill down 4 or 5 kilometers, you'll hit 200 degrees C. Rocks, most of the United States, about 2/3 of the continental U.S. So, all these hot zones that in the West. So those are two massive. So I would say we could write a plan to get 40–50% of the electric energy in the next 25 years from existing technologies, with some evolution to it. So that's huge. And the fact that people don't know this results from us not having a thought-through energy plan.